Hello, my name is Mario Dieringer and I have been hiking around the world for 7 years by now, planting trees of memories for suicide victims, currently in Italy. I support family after a suicide and I try to lead suicidal people back to a life centered on meaning. I'm also involved in suicide prevention. My hike has now reached millions of media consumers, and yet, in all these years, there has not been a single corporate sponsor. None. Not one. Why is that? Why, for example, don't outdoor companies want to support me or hire me as a test subject for their products? Companies have many reasons why they may be hesitant to support suicide prevention projects. Here are some possible explanations. First of all, stigmatization and taboos. Even in the 21st century, topics such as suicide and mental health are heavily stigmatized. Many companies fear that an association with such topics could damage their image. The fear of being associated as a brand with negative or controversial topics often stops them from getting involved. Then there is a lack of direct profitability. Companies are primarily profit driven. Suicide prevention projects rarely offer a direct financial return. While corporate social responsibility is important, many companies prioritize initiatives that have a clear positive impact on their bottom line or public perception. Then there is complexity and uncertainty. Suicide prevention is a highly complex field that requires specialized expertise. Companies may feel overwhelmed or afraid of doing something wrong that could lead to negative consequences. This uncertainty often leads to passivity or the decision to pursue less complicated or risky projects. Then there are cultural and social sensitivities. In some cultures, the topic of suicide is even more taboo, which further discourages companies from addressing it. They want to avoid violating cultural norms or getting involved in societal debates that could affect their market position. And of course, some or many prioritizing other issues. Many companies prioritize health initiatives that are seen as less controversial and more far reaching in their impact, such as fighting cancer or heart disease. These areas often have broader public support and less complex social implications. And of course, there is sort of a lack of direct involvement. Often, management levels lack direct connection or personal commitment to the issue of suicide prevention. Without personal involvement or a strong advocate within the company, the issue often goes unnoticed. But despite all these hurdles, however, there are also positive developments. Some companies are beginning to recognize the importance of mental health and invest in appropriate initiatives. As public discourse and a growing recognition of the importance of mental health increase, attitudes and willingness to support such projects are slowly changing. It is a slow but necessary change that will benefit both society and the companies themselves in the long term. We live in a time when the issue of mental health is more urgent than ever, as shown by the number of sick days caused by depression and other mental crises in pretty much every company of a certain size. Despite remarkable progress in many areas of life, the issue of suicide often remains in the shadows for the reason described above. The Trees of Memory project aims to address this very issue and offers a unique opportunity not only to raise awareness but also to plant hope and demonstrate a sense of responsibility. Why is your support important? For hope and healing, for example. Every life is valuable, including that of your employees and their loved ones. Every tree we plant is a symbol of hope, a tree of encouragement and a place of living remembrance. These trees serve as living memorials for those we have lost and offer comfort and healing to those left behind. With your support, we can extend this green ribbon of trees around the world and reach people worldwide. Also, education and removing taboos. Your support will help us and you to break the silence and talk about suicide and mental health. It is time for us to end the stigma and talk openly about these issues. Together we can create a global movement that promotes understanding and compassion and helps people now in time when they really need help before it is too late. And it's about community and solidarity. Trees of Memory not only creates places of remembrance but also a network of people who support each other. This community can change and save lives. Your support shows solidarity and compassion and inspires others to take action too. Then there is sustainability and the future. Every tree we plant helps improve our environment. In a world that is increasingly plagued by environmental problems, this is a tangible contribution to sustainability. Support us and you are also supporting the fight against climate change. Why should you get involved? Your brand has the power to bring about positive change. Through your sponsorship, you can show that your company is not only economically successful but also socially responsible. Your support of Trees of Memory will not only have a positive impact on the lives of those affected, but will also strengthen your image as a responsible and compassionate organization. An appeal to your heart and mind and entrepreneurial thinking. Let's make a statement together. Let's make the world a better place together. Your support could be the decisive step in saving lives and planting hope. Become part of this important mission. Support Trees of Memory and help us create a world where every life matters and is remembered. With your help, we can grow for those we have lost and for those who are still fighting. Thanks a lot for your time and your consideration.